Good morning, welcome to Perk Up. I'm AJ Marinacho, and we're going to be making one cappuccino and two Americanos. Revel. It is Saturday, April 11th. Fun fact, tomorrow's the 12th. The 12th will mark 5 months of me being on the carnivore diet. So, tomorrow I'm going to celebrate with a big-ass steak. Anyways, all right, so let's get into it. This morning, like I said, I'm going to make a cappuccino, but I'm also going to be making it with the pre-ground Danger coffee. Man, this stuff is so good. If you can still see the orange box down below, it means it's available for order. I highly suggest you go get one and check it out. Personally, I really like the dark roast, but I think the medium roast is growing on me. So today we are making the medium roast, and let's go. Medium roast is what's already pre-ground up. Sorry. Ooh. All right. So yeah, let's talk about what we got going on today. So Katie and I, shortly after we finish consuming our coffee this morning, we will be heading to Restaurant Depot. We are going to Restaurant Depot so that I can get about 3 strip loins, so I can cut them into about 60 New York steaks, and then some sausages. What else are we looking to get while we're there, babe?
Stuff to make soap.
So, yeah, that's right. We did notice they had some of the raw materials that we use to make our bars of soap with Whipped Queen. And so, yeah, we're going to be picking up some materials for the soap, which is actually pretty exciting because it's more than just food we can get from Restaurant Depot. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But then there's going to be a lot of work when we get home, right? So I got to cut those strip loins into New York steaks. I got to put them into food saver freezer bags, vacuum seal them, weigh them, mark them, and put them in the freezer. So definitely got a lot of work to do when I get back home, but it'll be worth it because it should be about a month worth of food where I don't have to go shopping anymore and I don't have to prep. I just have to cook. And what Katie was saying is that the other thing that I will do today is cook a 20-pound batch of my all carnivore chili, all meat chili. So that's going to be a majority of my day, is actually doing the shopping, the prepping, and then, of course, the actual making of the chili. But once all of that is done, I will be pivoting. The rest of today is going to be focused on my Phoenix Journal. So, full disclosure, the last 2 weeks of the Phoenix Journal, which is the first 2 weeks of this new Phoenix Journal, were not my strongest. They also were not my weakest, so it's not a lose-lose. But let me get at it. So week 1, I was traveling, right? I was in San Diego doing the Solar Plaza Asset Management Conference, and with that, I wasn't working on much of my personal goals at all. So, and then I walked into week 2 this week, and I was pretty busy out in the field. All right, I'm going to do a butterfly. Nope, I did an 8 instead, but it looks like an 8, not a butterfly, right? Blah, blah, blah. All right, one beautiful coffee art for the lady.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna go rinse this out real quick and get on making mine. So the Phoenix Journal. So today, what I'm going to do with the Phoenix Journal is I'm going to go through and highlight the sections of the first 2 weeks that I didn't do my best job on, that I didn't fill out all the way, that I didn't utilize as designed. I'm going to do a little reflection on try to figure out why didn't I fill out these sections? Why didn't I answer these daily prompts and questions? They would have helped me, right? They're there for a reason. So I'm doing a little reflection and make it so that I can, of course, do more, right? I want this Phoenix Journal to be as successful as the last one. I also would really like to just, not have these days and or weeks where things kind of get derailed and don't happen, as planned. But let me change it to Special Baru. All right. But regardless of what happened the last 2 weeks, it's what's going to happen for the next 10 weeks, the remaining time of this Phoenix Journal. So today, I'm going to look forward. I'm going to look towards next week, put some stuff down. I was planning on going to the East Coast. That was the plan, right? Well, yesterday, through a few discussions with some team members, we decided that it was not as valuable as we would hope. So I'm not going to be going to the East Coast next week. So another part of what I'm going to be doing this weekend is figuring out what the heck am I going to do next week for work. I know I have plenty of side projects and things I'm working on. Plus, there's always something to do with Claude. Actually, pretty good segue. So before I signed off yesterday for work, because I was trying to figure out exactly what is this next week going to look like, what am I going to do, because I got to plan it out. Now that it was the 11th hour on a Friday, it's like, yeah, you're not going to East Coast next week. I'm like, all right, don't know what I'm doing. So what I started doing is I started taking the audio recordings that I had taken at the Solar Plaza Asset Management Conference, and I took their transcripts and I compiled all the documents. I had 13 documents that were the transcripts from 13 audio recordings from the 13 sessions that I sat in on. I put those through Claude. I had Claude put together a executive summary for the whole conference. Then I had Claude make a summary for each individual session, with what were the main themes, what were the takeaways, are there any known action items on how I'm going to implement any of these new things once I return back to the home office, those type of questions, right? And I was, of course, just blown away by what Claude spit out with minimal prompting and was able to just really get it done. And when I saw what Claude did, I was like, oh shit, all right, let me take this raw transcript and let me just feed it to Notebook LM. Let me see what I can do with Notebook LM. And guys and gals, I was so surprised at what Notebook LM spit out. I got 5 to 6, 7 minute videos. I got a video for every single transcript. For every session, I have a video. The video is like basically a training on on what that session was about. I mean, it's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted to do with all the data from the conference, is be able to come back home, compile it all, and put it into something that's organized so I can share it with the rest of the company, right? So it's not just me, myself, and 2 others, Mike and Jose, who were with me at the conference, but anyone who looks at the videos, or anyone who is actually looking into any of the information that was covered during any of those sessions. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just really blown away with AI in general and what we can do right now with AI. Of course, I'm learning a lot every day that I'm using it, but yeah, it's just, I don't even think I could have begun to imagine the possibilities or the potential of AI and being able to use it like I am. Like I'm not a computer whiz. I'm not an IT specialist. Yeah, I got some computer skills, but they're more like Mario teaches typing computer skills, if you know what I mean. Uh, but no, now I'm building apps. I'm vibe coding. I'm having fun. I'm learning, and I'm not using AI like Google, even though it is great, in my opinion, a great way to start. Just start asking questions, just like we did with Google when we first started using it. Anyways, so I've gone around a little bit, theme jumping here and there, but yeah. So this weekend is about prepping my food, prepping for the next couple of weeks, prepping the Phoenix Journal for more success, utilizing it. And I'd like to think that when that's all said and done today, since I didn't go to the gym, today's my break. Today's my my day of leisure. No, I'm taking a break from the gym today. At least this morning. That's the plan. Donnie was unavailable, and so we made other plans, Katie and I, and we're just going to go from there. But yeah, I still do need to read my 25 pages today. I still have my step goal. I see the sun outside, but as far as I know, it's supposed to rain this weekend. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go on a walk and get my steps that way, or if we're going to have to use the treadmills. But what I do know is we will figure it out, and it's going to be just fine. But anyways, all right. So that is that. I have made all the coffee for this morning. So let's go over here so I can clean up, and then I'm going to sign off and get this uploaded. But since it is the weekend, I'd like to leave you with a few questions. And if you could be so kind to interact with my video by answering any and or all of these questions. The interaction in the comment section, just the mere fact of you saying something in a comment and me commenting back, is really good for the performance of not only the video, but for my channel and what I'm doing. So if you're already watching it, just send me a little something. Hey, hi, thanks, how you doing? Or answer any of the questions that I've had. Like, what do you got going on this weekend? Let me know. What do you got planned for next week? Let me know. How was your week this week? What were some of your favorite parts? What was the most challenging part? What is something that you would like to share where the world can see it in the comments section? Just put it down, put it in there, and you will get a response from me. But no, really what I'm getting at is the comments, hitting the like, liking a video, commenting on a video, sharing a video. Any and all of those things really help out my videos get seen and or distributed by the platforms you're watching them on to more people. Just because the platform's like, oh, look, more people like this video, more people interacted with it and commented on it. Or, wow, this person didn't even finish watching it all the way and they went and shared it with 5 people. Those types of actions teach the algorithm that whatever the heck I'm doing on my videos is working. And they actually will reward me, or the video actually, by sending it to more people that don't follow me. I know it seems weird, but that's the way that social media is operating today. So if you've been watching my videos, if you like what you see, or if you just like me, help a brother out. Hit that like button. Comment. Start a conversation with me in the comment section. But regardless if you do any of that. If you're watching this, that means you've watched a fucking 14, almost 15-minute video, and I appreciate you. So thank you for taking the time out of your day. And with that, I want to wish you a wonderful weekend, a great day, and you know what? I'll make a promise to you. I'll do this again tomorrow. And until then, bye.
I made that.